smiling face will feel every cloud and higher still beyond the blue until I know I can, like any man, reach out my hand and touch the face of Excuse me if I say my heart has found its wings, searching high and low, and now at last I know. Morning, Mr. Radio, morning, little Cheerios, morning, Sister Oreo. Did I tell you that everything here is just fine? Ooh, in my mind. So won't you get up, Oreo? So won't you get up, Cheerios? Wake up, Mr. Radio. It's fine here in my mind.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is such a pleasure to have you all with me this morning. Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Yogi. Good morning, Tony. Good morning, Wanda. And good morning to all of those that are listening that's not in the chat room. I do appreciate you all. I do appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being listeners to the show. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to hang out with your boy today. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, gentlemen. I read earlier today this statement. Today, you are you. That is truer than true. There is no one alive who can be, air quotes, youer than you. There's a uniqueness about each and every last one of us. There's a uniqueness. Even down to our DNA. Even when we consider our fingerprints. We're so uniquely made that our fingerprint identifies us. Think about God made all of the millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people that even our fingerprint is different. How many lines can you draw differently? How many times can you draw lines differently? Yet we are created by a being that is so powerful that he's made each and every last one of us different. My trials are going to be different. My lived experiences are going to be different than yours. Your outcome of how you perceive and go through things are going to be different. If that is the case, the diversity on conversations and outlooks on conversations are going to be different. One person is not going to be greater than the next. I don't care how much money you may have over me, you're not better than me. I don't care how much education you have, that does not make you better than me. It does not minimize my lived experiences. We all have a job to do in this walk called life. Now it is totally up to each individual how you handle your lived experiences. There are things that we're forced to walk through. There are things that we are forced to go through. And even there are things that we are designed to grow through. However, we as individuals are responsible for the outcome. Let me help you out. When we go through things, I've said this before on my show, when we go through things in life, on the other side of through, you have two choices. We have two choices on the other side of through. Either I came out better or I came out bitter. If the difference in that is I and E. That's the only difference in bitter and better. The I and the E. B-I-T-T-E-R, B-E-T-T-E-R. Bitter or better. So let's look at those two letters, I and E. If I say it's all about me, why me? Why me? I don't should, and the thing, I shouldn't have to do this. I shouldn't have to do this. I shouldn't have to do that. You are coming out on the other side as bitter because you're going to hold grudges. You're not going to forgive. But when I look at it from the experiences, E, I decided to take my lived experiences and do something with it and grow with it and grow from it. Because I want to be better. I want to be able to be better on the other side of this. One thing about life that I found out is that it's never going to stop throwing balls at you. Life is never going to stop throwing balls at you. It's not going to stop raining on. It's every now and then life is gonna give you some rainy days. Every now and then the snow may come. Every now and then it may be freezing outside. Every now and then it's gonna be burning hot outside. But it's always going to be giving you something. And your response to those things that are throwing in shows you who you are. Period. It literally shows you who you are. Having different things, we'll just call it things, stumbling block, obstacles. Excuse me, I need something to drink. Different obstacles come our way. When different obstacles come our way, how we perceive those obstacles, how we handle those obstacles will result in us being who we're going to be. I remember running track. Well, not running track. I never ran track. I would hang out with the track team. My best friend was on the track team. And and he used to run the hurdles. And it amazed me how those guys would run and time those hurdles perfectly. Some was faster than others. However, the artwork of running hurdles is amazing to me. I thought I could do it. So I get out on the track, and I decided I'm going to jump this hurdle. I ran. And Lord have mercy. When I hit that hurdle, I thought life was coming to an end. My friend walked up to me, laughing, of course. He said, "You did not perceive the hurdle correctly. You saw it, but you did not handle it. You did not jump at the right time. You hesitated." Come here, life. A lot of times we mess up on the obstacles, hurdles, because we perceive them wrong. We look at them wrong. And we do not jump at the right time. We do not make the necessary move at the right time. And when we don't make the movement at the right time, it hurts. It hurts. Sometimes you're going to fall. It caused me to fall. It caused me to stumble. It caused me to hit the ground. There are some athletes that when they hit that hurdle, they keep running. They keep moving. They don't stop running. Now me, I hit that hurdle and said, "Nah, this ain't for me." But in real life, I had to make a choice. When I've hit hurdles, some of my hurdles are mistakes that I made. Some of my hurdles are, like I was talking about on the show, were bad decisions that I made. Some of my hurdles are bad choices that I've made. I could get up and keep moving. I can stumble and keep moving. Or I could do what I did in real life on that track and field. Do I just give up and say, "You know what? This ain't for me." And I become bitter. Life has gifted you with something amazing. Life has gifted you with something uniquely yours. And that thing is you. Years ago, as a younger preacher, I tried to pattern my sermons, my diction, my even the tone, of my voice. I tried to make it sound like someone else. Midway through my preaching life, I remember having a conversation with God. And he said, you would never be who I want you to be until you start being you. The way you teach, the way you preach, the way you minister, the way you interact with people. Until you, Jason, start being who I designed you to be, rather than trying to sound like someone, you would never reach your full potential. And I took that. And I learned that if I'm going to be anything in this world, I'm going to be me. And it wasn't until a few years ago, about 2 years ago, that I got to the point where I said that I am going to be all the way Jason. Period. And when I became Jason and did not care what people thought about me, it was the day that I got free from stress. I cannot control how other people think or feel about me. You cannot control how people think or feel about you. So since you can't do that, do what I suggest. Enjoy life. Go out and enjoy life. Yes, we have things that we are accountable to and accountable for. I get that. But if you're not being you, you are doing this entire world a disservice. You're doing this not just yourself, you're doing this entire world a disservice. I held in my hand for years. Well, let me put it this way. I lived in a box for years that told me and convinced me I had to be this, that, and the other in order for people to like me, in order for people to appreciate me, in order for people to love on me. I had to make them happy. I had to make them happy. Forget about what I was dealing with. Forget about if they're not happy, Jason, they're not going to like you. A few years ago, I learned this statement. I am not responsible for someone else's happiness. I am not responsible for someone else's lived experiences or how they handle their lived experiences. There is a plan for our life before you entered into your mother's womb. Before you came out your mama's stomach. I have sanctified you and I ordained you to be a prophet to the nation. In other words, before you came out, there was a plan set for you. You had a beginning and you had a destination. Anything in between your beginning and your destination is already accounted for. It's already accounted for. It's a part of the plan. Now, we get to choose whether or not or how long we get to stay in our storms. We get to choose that. We literally do get to choose that. Here's why I say that. The problem may still be there. Physically, the problem may still be there. But when you are able to live on the outside of the problem, okay, yeah, I have this, but I'm not worried about that because I know that's part of my plan. So I'm not going to let that get me down. I'm not going to let that take me out. I'm not going to let this convince me to stop. I'm going to keep being me. I know this is a part of me, but since it's a part of me, it must be a part of the plan. And since I have somewhere to go, I might as well accept that that's a part of the plan. It's going to take care of itself because I know what God has for me. I cannot express enough how important it is for you to be you. You have to be you. You cannot allow yesterday to affect your today. When you wake up every morning, yesterday should be in a file box. Because if you bring yesterday into today, you're going to relive yesterday. You're going to relive yesterday. Learn from yesterday. Live for today. Hope for tomorrow. The important thing is to not stop questioning. The important thing is not to stop questioning. That was Albert Einstein. Learn yesterday. Learn from yesterday. Live for today. Hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. We got to get to a place now where we say to ourselves, I'm going to make the best out of today. I'm going to make the best out of today. Keep pushing forward in life. Yesterday, I'm going to say this in my show here. Yesterday, I went to the cigar lounge and I was hanging out with some of the guys that I haven't seen in a while. And we were sitting there, me and one of the guys, we were playing dominoes. And while we was playing dominoes, he was way ahead of me. He was way ahead of me. And he said, "Do you want to stop now?" I said, "No. I don't want to stop now. We're going to see this to the end." He looked at me strange. He said, "Well, let's go." Next thing I know, the tide had shifted. The flow of the dominoes had shifted. And at the blink of an eye, he said, "Wait a minute, we're tied now?" And I went on to win the game. All because I told myself, no, I'm not throwing in this hand. I'm not going to stop this hand. I'm going to see it all the way to the end. life is so much the same way. There are battles and there are things that comes our way that makes it seems like this is the end. In reality, you're set up to come out like a miracle. When we look at our lives, like we are really being set up to come out like a miracle. You don't have the education though. How are you going to become this? You don't have enough money. How are you even going to go to college to get this degree so that you could become this? How are you going to get in a love relationship when you're not over the last relationship? And the list goes on and on and on and on and on. What I suggest to you all today is to do what I did on the Domino's table. Don't give up. Whatever you do, don't give up. There are things in my life that I wish were better. I often say on my Facebook, especially concerning my sons, I wish I could have been a better father. I wish this would have happened. I wish that would have happened. And the list goes on and on and on of things that we wish. But the only thing that we have right now is to be the best you. It wasn't until I understood about being the best you that I stopped making that comment about being a better father, being a better man. All I can do right now is be the best me. All you can do is be the best you. Are you going to please everybody? No. Will everybody want to be your friend? No. But the one thing you can do is just be you. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you all so much. May God bless you. May God keep you. May God just simply bring joy and peace in your life. I want you all to do this for me. Make it a beautiful day. Jamie Grace, give him what I said. You've been listening to Coffee and Conversation with your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa can make it do what it do. It's a beautiful day, y'all.
Wake up and smile, 'cause it's been a while. It's been like a whole day since I stopped so you could hold me. But this child awaits, strong in the faith. Lord, you are the refuge that I can't wait to get to. 'Cause I can't let a day go, can't let a day go by without thanking you for the joy that you bring to my life. And there's something about the way your sun shines on my face. It's a love so true, I can never get enough of you. This feeling can't be wrong. I'm about to get my worship on. Take me away. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When trouble seems to rain on my dreams, it's not a big deal. Let it wash all the bugs off my windshield. 'Cause you're showing me that in you I'm free. And you're still the refuge that I've just got to get to. So I won't let a day go, won't let a day go by. So put the drop top down, turn it up, I'm ready to fly. And there's something about the way always be the beautiful I sing about. There ain't no limitations to your amazing grace, your amazing grace. And there's something about the way your love shines on my face. Oh no, I can never get enough of you. This feeling can't be wrong. I'm about to get my worship on. I'm gonna sing a brand new song. Yeah, I'm about to get my worship on. Take me away on this beautiful day.